Manga is trapped in the world of his favorite game. Realizing the unprecedented power, he commands, Manga decides to bring glory to Nazarick and change the course of history. Welcome back to today's anime film of 2017, Overlord the Undead King. As it was the last day to play the game, Manga used his virtual reality gear and started the game. And when he logged in, he remembered how he and his friends played this game for years and made progress in Palace in the game. He was Unbeatable in the game, who was the king of the undead, and he had many non-player character around him who worked as he orders them. And that day he gathered every non-player characters together in the game to see everyone last time. He was sitting on the throne and everyone was waiting the game to shut down. He checked the character information, and even Albedo, who he liked and wanted to change her stats, so she loves her, but the time was ending soon. As the light went away, he thought the game has ended. But then again the game started and nothing changed. He was shocked, and seeing her, Albedo also got worried and furiously, and he asked to call the game management. But it failed and Albedo talked to him first time without any order. He was confused what is happening. She is a non-player character. He then tried some other commands to see that is he dreaming what is happening to him. He even made some foolish moves and tried to flirt with Albedo, and she enjoyed him. But then he realized that something is wrong. He saw his staff and equipment, everything looked fine. But still he was confused. He also could not get out of the game and was stuck inside. He ordered Sebas, his butler, to guard the 9th floor so no intruder get in. Later he ordered Albedo to call every guard except 4th and 8th floor guards on get on the 6th floor fighting arena. He then used the ring magical powers to teleport himself on the 6th floor. As he reached there, he started to look for the twin dark elves who were there to look after the place. As he moved forward, one of them arrived and welcomed him, and then called her sister too to greet the Lord. He asked them that he wanted to test something. He wanted to see that is he able to use his powers as he used them before in the game. Was successful in doing so, he could use all his powers and magic, and he had great strength, and watching him both elves admired him. He asked them both to attack him, and he will stop them, and he checked his powers there and confirmed them. Later he checked that can he talk to other my skill, and he was able to talk to Sebas, and he confirmed the surrounding radius protection and called him back. He also confirmed that Nazarick is protected from enemy and demons. Then another guard arrived, Shaltir. She was from 1st floor, and as she came she started to hug the Lord, but watching her the elves stopped her and made fun of her. Then Cosidus arrived, the guardian of 5th floor. He also greeted his lord. Then other also came to the floor and greeted him. Abdul also came. She was the leader of the guardians and was the love of the Lord. Everyone there thought that their Lord is in bad mood and asked for forgiveness if they have caused any, but he was so much nervous about their talk, and after meeting everyone he left instantly. While he was gone, others started to talk about what will be the future of the Nazarick and how will it happen. They thought that in future when the Lord will be gone, who will be on throne. They decided that the Lord's heir will be taking over, so they thought who will marry him, and so Albedo and Shaltir saw each other and started fighting that she will become the wife of the Lord. And in end they got on a point that the Lord will decide, and then the problem was solved among them. Manga then went to his room and tried that he is of 100 level, so that can he use a weapon cross to his class. But he failed, but was okay with his guards to be loyal to him. He then changed his class to a knight and tried to leave the palace. But one of his guards saw him leaving and stopped him and asked that he should not go alone, he should accompany him, and so they both went out. Manga wanted to see the sky and went out. It was very clear, and so he flies high in the sky to see the stars all around, and his guard Demiurge used his skill and fly with him too. Over there he thought that he should take over the world. It will be enjoyable, and listening to him Demiurge was surprised and thought that if this happened, the Lord's name, Unbeatable, will be spread all over the world. A group of Soliter going around the fields to stop the destruction caused by demons by the order of the king. The group leader was angry as he saw a lot of destruction and wanted to spread his team into 2 groups and one to attack. But his people didn't agree as they thought it would be a trap, and they all should go and attack them if they want to win. The Manga in his palace was using his mirror and was having difficulty as now he had not console to use the remote and was using his hand to move it. Suddenly, he while searching for human beings saw a village full of people doing by the hand of evil, and so he decided to save them. He told Sebas to ask Albedo to come along with him with fully armor equipped, and he with his teleportation skill went to the village and stopped the evil from killing people. He saved a woman and he child and even gave them healing potion which made them believe that he was a good person. He there made the enemy died body into his own puppet, which was ordered to kill the evil and save everyone. As Manga moved forward to save everyone, every enemy tried to retreat, but he didn't let anyone to go back and killed everyone. Everyone in the village thanked him, and he told that his name is Ain't Ulgaun. He told that he was a spellcaster. He saw the deaths of many and wanted to help them, but now he had to leave. But when he saw the villagers in terror, he tried to ask them the problem. But then the group of warriors which were sent by the king, their leader Gaze of Stronov, came by and asked the villagers that is there anything they need. But they all told that this person here saved us from the enemy, and he was surprised. He thanked Mamanga, and Mamanga in return said him that he will help him more to kill the enemy. Stronov told him that the enemy is behind me and they want to kill me. Stronov asked his help to defeat the enemy and stay in the village and protect them, and he agreed. As Stronov gave him a stone to use in battle, and he will go and fight on the field. As Stronov went to fight, he was killing the demons, but still he was human, and the other were using magic spell and equipment to kill him. And then he remembered that he has a stone that he can use, and as he used the stone he was teleported back to the village, and for a second he was confused. But then he realized he was saved by the Ain't Ulgaun, and Mamanga had come in the battlefield. He in the battle killed everyone, and the enemy was surprised what is he made up of, and they tried to run away. They even used the max level of angel to kill him, but they failed, and he was victorious as they were no match for him, and he saved the villagers. While he was on their way back to the palace, he and Albedo talked about each other and the fight and walked back to their home. As he reached to the palace, he gathered everyone and told that now he is Ain't Ulgaun and will be called by this name, and they will all take over the world. Later, he went to the fortress city of Rantal to learn more about the people living there. He took one of his guard Albedo with him and told her that now she had to call him Mamanga so no one knows about him. They both went into a bar where they can get a room to stay at night, and there he went into a fight and threw a person, and he accidentally destroyed someone healing potion, but he gave one of his own to him. Next day, he went to the mission place from where he will get the mission to do, but no one knew him and his level, so he was not allowed to get a mission. But then a group of people saw him and asked him to join them as they were on the hunt to get magical herbs from the forest. He was then introduced by that group. Their leader was Peter, and the group name was Swords of Darkness. Then it was Lucret. Then there was Dine, he was the healing potion guy in the group. And finally Ninya, the brain of the group, and was also a spellcaster. Then they told there is one more in Fira Balar, who is the grandson of famous pharmacist. They told Mamanga that they will go on an expedition to hunt the monster and kill them. He then said that he will join only after he will meet in Fira and then tell what he thinks, so he was brought to him, and there he was told that they are going on the mission to collect magical herbs, and from that we make spell and potions. And so they all went on the journey. As they moved forward, they reached near the territory of the wise king of forest, and everyone said Mamanga to be ready, the monsters could come at any moment. As they were near the forest, the enemy came to attack them. Everyone counterattacked them. But then Mamanga went into the fight and killed every monster in front of them, which made them all surprised at how much strong he is. Later, they all spend the night together, but Mamanga went from there and spent the night alone, as he never wanted to make friend with them, as he thought that he will lose them at some point. Kajitdale Badantal was one of the 12 core members of Zernor, and wanted to destroy the city with the help of Demon, and an evil girl came to meet her and gave her a special equipment which can help him in his plans. Later, Mamanga and his team went in the village he had saved earlier, but as he was a knight at that time, no one recognized him, and they all went forward in the forest to kill the beast. And as they went in, he had ordered his elves to get there first and bring the king out so that he can fight him alone, and everyone could wait outside until he defeats him. As the king was out, he saw it was a used hamster named Hamusuk. Hamusuk challenged him, but he lost to him in few seconds and was unconscious. Mamanga then brought him outside and had captured him, and everyone was relieved, and then Hamusuk helped them all to get the herbs from the forest, and later that night they all returned to the city. From there, Mamanga left to his home and the others stayed in the city. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.